the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Tigers and the Toronto Thunderbirds. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. First down, here's Burrow. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And it's caught. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Thunderbirds' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. They tried to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Back to throw, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pick up on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. McPherson's kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Second down and 3. Now Watson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, while understanding where the receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Second quarter now. Toronto in possession of the football, as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. Burrow on play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Well, they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled. Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Watson, off play action. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how and now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So maybe some signs of life for this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here we go, here we go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. In trouble, and he's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, and that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just must continue to be accurate.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing again, it's Burrow. 20! And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow, left side to Lamb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Thunderbirds will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Watson on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Again, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Going to need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Watson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 17 yards out. And the Tigers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Kevin Stefanski going to lead the offense out to go for 2. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it. And onside.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Watson looks to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second and goal, Watson, incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Now Watson on third and goal. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On fourth down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Daxton Hill picks it off. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunate for them to put this game. From the 21, it's second and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 4. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Desperation time, Watson on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Now it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
And it's caught. Touchdown. CD Lamb. From 8 yards out. And the Thunderbirds add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use his motor.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Thunderbirds have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is... He's got a man complete! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the... to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Watson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Parsons. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. McPherson on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, you might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard pointer because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps, to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replay.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And that is taken in by Njoku. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Watson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly wasn't.